Hello, welcome to my first proper weekly video of the year. Now, Parliament has reconvened this week after the special recalls we had over the Christmas recess, but for most of us, we've been advised to stay and work from home, and we can contribute to debates virtually and vote by proxy. But I'll come back to that later. But first of all, I want to mention two local things. Firstly, vaccinations. I've been receiving a lot of emails from constituents wanting to know when they're going to get their vaccine. The Sussex Community Health Trust is doing a fantastic job at rolling it out across Sussex. I put a full comprehensive post on both my website and my Facebook page at the weekend giving details of what to expect. By the end of this week, all 80 GP surgeries across the whole of West Sussex will have been covered by the vaccine, and it's going to be given in places like Lancing Parish, Hall and other hubs, as well as GP surgeries. Please look at the information I put up there. I will refresh that as often as possible. Please don't hassle your GP surgery. They've got quite enough to do already, and if you're on a GP surgeries list, you will be notified when it's your turn to be called for a vaccination, and when you are, please do take up that vaccination. I know I certainly will be when my time comes. Secondly, I've had a lot of complaints about people congregating, taking their exercise in particularly popular places, Lancing Beach Green especially. We need people to be able to get outside and do their exercise, particularly if they're cooped up and don't have access to a garden. But we also need people to use their common sense about not gathering together, not lingering. We don't want to have to get the police involved in all these incidents, and clearly it wasn't helpful with the rather overzealous police officers in Derbyshire who gave a fixed penalty notice to two women out for an innocent walk with them. Please, that's now been dropped. Please just use your common sense, and as ministers have said, just act as if you and everybody else around you has got the infection and take all the necessary precautions. Now, in Parliament, for those who will be there and those contributing, we've got various more debates on COVID this week. Fortunately, we don't have lots of debates all the time on legislation on Brexit because that has now been dealt with for the meantime. There's a debate today about the effect on early years settings of COVID, and again, I've had a lot of correspondence about nurseries still staying open. We've also got a session today I should be contributing to about human rights in China, which is a big issue with the latest stories of abuse of the Uyghurs. We have later in the week the Financial Services Bill going through, which is relatively uncontroversial. We have debates on prosecution of religious minorities abroad, and a debate on waste incinerators and recycling rates. All the normal business of Parliament is still going ahead. I'm also involved with the early years review, the big meeting this week. That's going to be published within the next few weeks. That's the Leadsom review, which is going to be really important about those first 1,001 years of a child's life. We've also got a meeting about in the future whether we should extend school days to take in more sport and physical exercise for young people. I think a lot of people will be in favour of that. I've also got meetings around the refugee resettlement programme. In the constituency, again, most things are being done by Zoom calls and virtually. I've got an interesting meeting about the use of hydrogen in transport involving local firms later in the week. We have a meeting between all the West Sussex MPs and the County Council. One issue I should be raising is the consultation on the closure of some of the children's centres, which I have some serious concerns about. We've got a weekly briefing now from the Sussex Community Trust about the rollout of vaccines. So again, I'll update my website when that's happened. And then on Sunday I'm doing the South East BBC politics show. So a busy week, albeit not from Westminster mostly, but from the constituency and from home. Keep safe, everybody, in the meantime, and wait, be patient, you will get your vaccine.